Hey everybody, it's Jody here, and thank you so much for joining us on our little Facebook 101 today. I'm going to start covering a couple basic understanding of Facebook, as well as different ideas to share with you guys with social media, because it's fantastic that we're encouraging you to be on Facebook, but we want to do it in a way that is smart. Okay, I am videoing this, I am recording this, so if anyone doesn't want to be on part of that, please make sure that your camera is off and your microphone is off. I'm going to go through all the basics and then I will open it up for questions at the end. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to talk about Facebook specifically today because I've noticed that a couple of you have mentioned that you're in Facebook jail. So the reason you're in Facebook jail, and that means that you can't post, or you're restricted to posting in different groups, or you can't join groups, or you're not able to post anything, it's because you are being spammy, okay? And what we want to do is we don't want to be spammy, and we don't want to be pushing our friends, because we are brand ambassadors of Avon. We are protecting the brand. There was a group, one of the mom groups that I was in, one of the moms posted, hey, what's the thing that drives you the most crazy that people post on Facebook? And I thought, wow, this is a really interesting read. And I scrolled through it because I was specifically looking to see if anybody had said anything about Avon. Now, the great news is that Avon wasn't mentioned once, so that's fabulous. Some people did comment about MLM, and people posting about MLM, and there were a couple other direct sales companies that people actually named specifically. So number one, that's fantastic that we weren't named. We don't want to be, because again, we are brand ambassadors. We are protecting the brand. So if you are in Facebook jail, you've been spammy, and I'm going to teach you how not to do that anymore. One of the things that I like to talk about, I've got my notes here in case you guys are wondering why I'm looking down. One of the things that I like to talk about is in District 381, I refer to us as mermaids. And the reason I do that is because of Facebook, because the entire world is saying, join my team, buy my product. Join my team, buy my product. And we want to be different. We want to stand out from that. And so the saying that I share with them is, there are a million fish in the sea, but I am a mermaid. So I want you in that mindset today. How can you stand out from all the noise that's going on Facebook? Okay, we are creating brand awareness. That was the other piece I wanted to do. So when I'm talking about all these things, these are the things that I want you thinking about. So social media is just that, okay? It is social. So you want to be social in that. And there are three things that Kelly Farrell from Teach Me Social taught me. So you want to definitely check her out on Facebook and do that. But the three things that she taught me was, every single post that you do needs to have a benefit or an emotion, it needs to have a call to action, and it has to have a sense of urgency. Okay? So when you're doing your posts, you want to make sure that you're not only engaging in the social aspect of it, but make sure those 3 points are with it. Following so far? So what is your intent with social media? And I'm going to get through to specific examples so this all makes sense to you as well. What is your intent with your social media? What is your end goal in mind? What do you physically want these people to do from reading your post? And why should they do it? Those are two really big pieces that you should be thinking about. If anybody wants to take a second, I want you guys to grab a pen and write this down specifically, because I'm going to repeat this because it's that important. So grab a pen. Three things: benefit or an emotion, call to action, sense of urgency. Okay? What is your intent? What is your end goal? What do you want them to do? What essentially do you want them to do from your post? And why should they do it? Those are all the things that I want you guys to write down, because that's what you need to think about. So if you are posting the same thing in 20 different groups, you will be put into Facebook jail. And that reason is because it's not that you posted in 20 groups, it's because you posted the same thing in 20 groups. You really want to know your audience. You want to know, you're not going to talk about our home stuff if you're in you would talk about that in a mom group. I don't know, I can't think of an example. But if you're in a mom group, you're going to talk specifically to a mom. If you're in a dog group, you're going to specifically relate it back to the dog. So instead of, always just saying, buy my team, or join my team, buy my product. Okay? That's what that is. So, social ideas. Let's talk about different things that you can do that are social as opposed to just selling. So, social things that you can be doing. You can post in a group. Hey guys, I'm thinking about doing a sample club. I'm thinking of putting in this sample club a lipstick and a skin cream. What else are you guys thinking? What else would you like to see in a sample group, right? Because then people are going to respond. They're going to say, oh, I'd love to see some bubble bath. Or do you have any foundation? I find that foundation is really hard to match. So if I could have some samples of foundation. It's something that's going to engage with them because you want them liking, commenting, sharing, or talking about it. Okay, so that's number one. But you want to do it in an authentic sense. If you just go on and say and ask a question that you really don't want to know an answer to, they're going to know that you're not really doing it and that it's a marketing ploy, right? The world today is not, they're computer savvy. They know when you're trying to get something out of them and when you're not. So you want to be authentic. Hey, I really do want to know if I start a sample club, what kind of samples are you guys looking for? So that's one of the things that you can do. Another thing, especially with the holidays, another way to be social is post something like, hey guys, what's your go-to stocking stuffer? Because then everyone's going to start posting about stocking stuffers, and every once in a while you can say, hey, I just got this from Avon, or I just got that from Avon. And it's the power of suggestion, okay? That kind of stuff you want to put out there. Another example is, what product do you remember as a kid from Avon getting at Christmas? That's another fun one. Another thing I'm going to teach you guys, if I was, and I love the posts that we have on Spark. Spark is very smart. If you don't have Spark, you need to get Spark. Spark is very smart. What you want to do though is you want to take that and you want to make it your own. So there's a couple different things you can do. When you take an image from the Avon Spark library and post it, don't just post the image because it's an ad and nobody wants to be sold to on social media. It's social. So if you post a picture of the ad, put something at the top, the benefit, the call to action, the sense of urgency, okay? You can even put, this is my go-to product. This is the one that I buy extra stock of. This is, stuff like that. So another thing though that I love is because when you share a product like an ad, these are typically products that you know and that you love. So here's a really great tip. If you post a picture of the product, that's fantastic. But if you post a picture with your hand in it, then it becomes a recommendation, and that's different, okay? If I was to post a picture of this pencil, I would sell one, maybe. I might not even sell any. But if I post a picture with my hand in it, I'm going to sell 10, promise, okay? So that's another piece. Also, like I was talking, you want to know your audience, okay? If you're going to post in 20 different groups, make sure you are talking to those 20 different group people. Another thing that I think is really going to take off, I haven't seen many people do it. I've just started to see it. So this is something that we can really get on top of. The number one thing that people like to watch on YouTube is unboxing. They like to unbox something. So when you get your Avon order, film yourself taking it out, looking at all the different products. Okay. Another thing that you can do is, even if you're not comfortable with being on camera, you can film it with just the box and your hands in there, right? There's so many different ways. Take a picture of or do a video of your kids opening the box and seeing all the fun stuff. But unboxing your order, unboxing the A-book, or even unboxing the magical makeup remover, no, not makeup remover, makeup bag that you can open and take out all the stuff about all the different makeups, something like that will get somebody's attention. But let's be mermaids and let's take it one step even further, okay? And what you can do now is you can go live in a group. So the entire group is content, 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 ads, MLM, blah, 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 blah. But if you go onto a group and you do a Facebook Live unboxing that A-box, I promise you, you will get sales, you will get customers, you will get team members, because nobody's doing it yet. So I'm going to very much encourage that, because you can also do it in a way that, because you're unboxing something, you can dance around the rules, because you're not posting about buy my product, join my team. You're posting that you're unboxing this. I'm showing you this. Okay, so there was that. The other piece I wanted to talk about, and this is the last piece, and then I'll open it for questions, is the Canva. So there's a website called canva.com, and it's a social media, you can do different images, things like that. What I would encourage you to do to be that mermaid, stand out a little bit. The example I'm going to use is one of my reps. Her name is Charlene, and she has started signing everything on her Facebook, any of her posts, the Irish Avon lady. Okay, super smart, because now when people think about the Irish Avon lady, they're going to think about her, and she's doing it, that's making herself just a little bit different from everybody else, and that is smart. So what I encouraged her to do was take that a step further, to go to canva.com, grab one of the Spark images, put it on the site, and she can actually in text manipulate that image to have her signature on there, the Irish Avon lady. So many different things that you can do. But the biggest takeaway from this meeting today is social media is social. It is social. You want them to engage, to like, to share, to comment. If they're not doing that, it is a waste of your time. It is not a crapshoot. You cannot post it and hope that somebody's going to respond. Some will respond, but if you add that personal touch or that personal level, they will respond more. The other thing, 3 benefits, or 3 things to attach to your posts. Benefit or emotion, because if I tell you why I'm using it, or the benefit that it is to me, or that I'm excited about it, or feel nostalgia because of it, it's going to resonate something from you, okay, from some other viewer, as opposed to just going, here's the A-Box, buy it. You're gonna go, here's the A-Box, oh my gosh, what a treat it was for 10 bucks. It was a gift to myself, and I felt like a girl. Something like that, okay? It's a completely different feeling. And I think that's it. I think I've talked enough. So I'm gonna unmute you guys. You guys have any questions? Let me know what you thought of this info too. Let me know what you thought of all this stuff. Cool, okay, ready to go. Wait, Trudy, I didn't unmute you. Oh, I can't unmute her. Trudy, you have to unmute yourself. So was that helpful?
Yes, it was. I love the unboxing and the filming of yourself, the live videos onto the groups. That is going to be phenomenal for everybody, because you're right. Nobody does that.
Nobody does it.
And that is going to cause a lot of waves. So yeah. I think we need to do a challenge with that.
Ooh, what do you think? That's fun. Okay, we're going to have a challenge with that.
I think so. I really do.
Yeah. Because nobody is doing it. I saw one person do it last night. I'd been thinking about it for a while, but then when I saw a person do it last night, she was doing something in her closet. I don't know what she was doing, but I was like, oh, okay, we got to get on this. This is crazy.
All right, let's think of something and we'll post it later.
Okay, for sure. Absolutely. But there's so many posts that I see out there where people go, hey guys, orders are due on for campaign 24. Okay, great. But how do I order from you? When is it due? Does that mean it's due today? Does that mean it's due next week? Is it due from a month from now? You have to tell people what you want them to do.
Agreed.
Yeah. And you need to have an intent. What are you trying to get them to do? You have to know, what are they doing? Yeah.
I love it. Thank you very much. This was awesome.
Cool. So what I was planning on doing, because it would take way too much time today, but next week what I can do is also talking about the difference between a page versus a group, because I find that question comes out a lot. 3 people that I've learned quite a bit from, like I mentioned before, Kelly Farrell, she's got a Facebook page called Teach Me Social. I learned a lot from her. And also, I went to her Facebook 101 class. That's how I know quite a bit of this stuff. The second person was Jackie Ulmer, U-L-M-E-R. She does podcasts about social media specifically. I love her podcasts. I used to listen to those all the time when I would be delivering my books. So whenever you're in the car. Other person, Kim Thompson Pinder. If you guys know her, she's got, I can't remember what her thing's called. Let me find her. It's called MLM something with Kim, because she is an Avon rep, but I learned the formula from her. I just took it to the next level. But look up Kim Thompson Pinder. She's got an MLM. I can't remember what it was. I'll look for it and post it because she's also phenomenal ideas.
Yes, she does. And she's got a free book that you can download as well from her website. So that's another thing.
Yeah, I coached with her for a session too. Like I actually, like I paid her to talk to her and she was amazing.
Oh, she's amazing. She is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, just be real on Facebook, you know, be authentic, whatever.
It's hard to be. I think a lot of people out there, they find it hard because it is social media. Yes, you're right, the word is social media, but it's just so out there. It's hard to be authentic and to be yourself. But you're right, that is the key to be successful with social media, is to be authentic, to be yourself. And
Yeah.
I love these live. I think that live unboxing stuff is awesome. So I'm going to run with that.
Yeah, that's the number one. So Facebook, so here's the thing with Facebook. Facebook loves Facebook Live because the number one reason why somebody will leave Facebook is to go watch something on YouTube. So if memory serves, I think Facebook actually bought YouTube. But that's why they would leave Facebook. So if you post
Google owns YouTube.
Sorry?
Google owns YouTube.
Oh, okay. So
Instagram,
so it is a competitor. So that's why they love Facebook Live, because they want you to stay on Facebook. So if you post stuff on Facebook, that's great. But if you do a Facebook Live, it'll go to the top of people's news feeds. And the number one thing that people watch on YouTube is unboxing, right? How many people have kids who watch the YouTube about oh my gosh, my daughter was watching about slime. How to make slime and just people playing with slime. I'm like, really? This is what you're doing with your day?
Mm-hmm.
So people just like to watch those things. So if you go on and you unbox something, the information is there. But I did really like, I saw a woman have a subscription for a princess box, and it was very smart. She went on and she did, here's what I'm thinking for a princess box. I'm thinking of this for Christmas. What do you guys think I should put in it? She even put, this is not for advertising. I really just genuinely want to know what I should put in this box. What are you guys looking for as a mom? And the amount of people who said, ooh, tell me about your subscription was phenomenal. I was like, that's so smart. Mm-hmm. That's why I was thinking of if you post saying, you know, I'm going to do a sample club, what should I put in? You're going to find that you get a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Okay, that's it. Yep, that's all my notes. So
thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
No problem, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Okay, ciao.
Bye, everyone.